Hello, I'm CyberAxe with Outlandishly Crafted, and we're going to talk about a few things that you shouldn't do and things that are causing problems with people on Blockbench when they start out every day. So right off the bat, we're going to create a project right here. We're going to use Box UV right here. This is what we're going to be talking about, this setting. Why you need to understand this setting before you start using Blockbench. Okay, let's get started. We confirm it. We come over here, we make a cube. We're going to say root. That's our base. This is a bone in a folder. We have a box right here. Beautiful box, right? You got your cube. You say, I like it. I want to see what it looked like with stuff on it. So you come over here and you create a template and you create a texture template and you say stuff and you push go. And it looks great. And you come over here and you say, I want to paint it something. So you paint it something. Yeah, baby, look at that. Look how awesome that is. This is some good shit right here, right? Okay. So next, you say, I want to add more to it. So you create another cube or a bone, and you say, I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it. And of course, this is going to bug out on me. Oh, here it is. It's down here. It's invisible. And you're like, what is going on? And so next thing you do is you say, well, I'm going to paint it. I'll just keep going. I'm not going to... it's painting both of them. What is happening right now? So let me explain what's happening. This is your texture canvas atlas. It's a canvas. You're painting on it. If you change the canvas, the blocks you have, after you make the template was only set up for this one cube. It wasn't set up for two cubes. So you can't just then go change these because the template wasn't set up for two, it was set up for one. And you say, okay, well, how do I fix it? Well, you have two choices. One, you do all of your modeling first. So you don't create this guy. You model everything out. You model every one of these. You do all the stuff you want to do. And then, after you're done, you test it in the game. You do your animations. Everything's done. It's perfect. You're never going to change the model again. Then you create your template. And all of a sudden, my template's made for 3 blocks. And when I come over here and I paint on one, it doesn't paint on another. Look at that. It's like magic. It's almost like it's how it's designed. And if people took the time to watch the guides, typically they learn this and figure this out after watching the guides and other people do it. But for you, the person that refuses to watch the guide, the person that refuses to put any of that effort in, here's how you solve it. If you don't want to do this, where you're going to model it all first and you want to have more control over it, then what you're going to do is you're going to switch to Perface UV. And in Perface UV, you control all of these. So when I come back over here, I can make this face of west of this cube be this face by copying and pasting the face. So now when I paint this one, it paints this one. If I don't want that, maybe I want this to have a brand new spot, then I manually myself with my own mouse and keyboard and my own fingers come over here to this box and I move it around to where I want it to be logically on the UV atlas. You can then change sides, so you could be on the south side of the box, so I could change this one. I could even say, show all the faces, so now I can line it up so it looks beautiful and pretty. And then when I come over here and I paint on this face, let's do a whole different color, it paints in an empty spot on the atlas. Beautiful. Exactly what I want. So now I can add cubes. I can duplicate cubes and see how they default up here at the very top. I can stretch the UV. So now I could have one that's as big or stretched or small as I want. There's even other cool things where I could take this, I can copy it, and I can do Control Shift V and paste it to all the faces. But then you see it stretches it, right? So I would go to this face and I would either stretch it back down so it fits properly to whatever you're trying to do, or I'd hit the Auto UV button and it'll automatically make it this setting, 64 by 64. This is the setting that controls what you want these faces to be when you hit Auto UV. So this box is 64 by 64 of this shape. The shape matters. So if I make this really long, it stretches it, right? If I do auto, now it's going to be this long. So now it's overlapped another UV coordinate. So I have to be careful about how I design this. And it's always a good idea to do all your modeling first, then come back and do the next step. Now, you could do something really advanced as well, where you have a externally built atlas, where I did this in Illustrator, and then I go to my monkey, I find the part on the monkey that I want to texture, and I drag the box to that part of the texture that I want to texture. And in doing that, I could also take the other faces and I can flip them so that they then match up. So see how if I flip this properly, the textures become seamless. And you can make this atlas in any program, or you could even build it in here and then use stitch all textures together, and it'll build an atlas for you. So you can use this texture and atlas over and over. Same thing. I'm in box UV. Some of these boxes are not 128 by 128 because I want them to look different, so I stretch them to make them what I want. So on the back here, I could stretch this or move it over here and make it bigger or smaller for whatever I want it to be. You're the one running the program. So that's the guide on how to fix your overlapping textures, your UV issues, your box UV issues, and all of those things that are haunting you because you didn't take the time to watch the guides. I would suggest you watch the basic guides to figure out what all of these settings do. What does scale do? What options do you do? What plugins are there? How do you generate shapes? How do you use the Entity Wizard? How do you optimize? How do you use the generator to get other shapes? Hey, I need to get a player model, or I need to get blah 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 model. Well, here are some of those models that you can just grab right out of the generator to use for reference or to start building from. So take some time, look at the guides, and it'll help you out quite a bit. I hope this got you past your problem. Check out Outlandishly Crafted, or you can get more help in the Blockbench support channel. Thank you for watching.